The world is full of heroes and heroines. These are persons of exceptional courage and character who have done great things that have significance and salutary impact on the lives of a large number of people. This philosophy of making positive impact in the life of others aptly captures the character of the Delta State First Lady, Dame Edith Okowa, who has sustained the culture of doing good to others. While Governor Ifeanyi Okowa in the last 2 years and 9 months have been busy with the business of rebuilding critical infrastructure and creating entrepreneurs, his wife, Dame Edith Okowa, has carved a niche for herself in the business of reaching out to individuals and groups that are usually easily neglected. Shortly after the Okowa administration was inaugurated on May 29, 2015, the First Lady drew strength from her husband's promise to deliver prosperity to Deltans and initiated her pet project, codenamed O5 Initiative.
The inspiration for this initiative is born out of God's word as recorded in Matthew chapter 25, 35 to 36. It hinges on the Lord's mandate to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, provide shelter for the homeless, care for the sick, and visit the prisoners.
The joy that we derive and that will make us live long is when you see the excitement in the faces of those who can't even afford 1 meal a day.
So when you see a vision worth embracing, you will know. An opportunity to serve that anybody who loves God will want to do. And she has given us that opportunity to serve our people. We are not just called to come and roll our chairs in the office. We have been called to serve our people. That's the calling.
With the multifaceted challenges staring at her in the face, she looked at most of them as surmountable and set out to address some salient but often forgotten services to the vulnerable and less privileged, as well as physically challenged persons in the state. Prison visitation and provision of facilities that meets the needs of inmates have been a major focus of Dame Edith Okowa's intervention in this area.
Once in a while, when we're able to go and visit the prisons, give them medication, celebrate with them, it gives them a sense of belonging that even though they are not in society, they are also part of society.
Besides feeding and clothing prisoners, the First Lady's compassion led her to improve the sanitary and general deplorable conditions in the prisons. She mobilized well-meaning and philanthropic Deltans to provide portable drinking water in Ogwashuku, Sapele, Abo, and Kwale prisons.
We are commissioning this borehole in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
Every first day of June is my birthday. I celebrate with the prisoners. We give them food. We have been able to give them water. I remember visiting Ogwashuku prisons, and they told me that their greatest problem was water. Because of water, they're not able to go to the restroom, so we began to sink boreholes in the prisons.
In her determination to take her care for the less privileged a notch higher, Dame Edith Okowa solicited for the support of some pharmaceutical companies and got them to donate drugs and other essentials to improve the health conditions of prison inmates.
This is not the first time she's been doing that. Last year, we had this kind of thing coming from her.
It is also interesting to note that she helped in decongesting the prisons by paying the fine option for some incarcerated person who had the option of paying a fine and get out of jail but couldn't meet the condition.
Just help me, President.
They met about 25 prisoners who have been unable to pay their fines. Her Excellency graciously paid for them, and about 26 of them were released. She didn't stop there. She promised to ensure that they are part of those that are likely to benefit from our skills acquisition program. So she has added so much value. She has helped to complement the efforts of the husband.
we praise God for her to continue this temple so that her name will be in the history of the needy.
There's a rehabilitation package. When they come out, we just don't want them to come out and go to the society like that because some don't even know how to fit in. There are plans to integrate them into the empowerment project that the governor is doing.
One other group that is dear to our heart is the success and survivors persons living with sickle cell anemia disorder. The desire to confront this challenge has motivated Mrs. Okowa to embark on the aggressive establishment of sickle cell care clinics in each of the government hospitals across the 25 local government areas in the state. The objective is to provide immediate assistance to the sickle cell warriors, especially during crisis.
Let this clinic open for life, not for death. In Jesus' name.
The essence of this clinic is to ensure that these sickle cell patients, they call them clients, they are exposed to good medical care so that they can have quality of life.
She's spending so much. You see the equipment she buying, attaching the lab so that these children, there's no point going to the main lab to go and queue up.
To tackle this menace head-on, the buildings donated by the hospitals, which were hitherto dilapidated and abandoned, were completely renovated and revamped, giving them a facelift. Today, the centers boast of a spacious and well-ventilated reception with dedicated staff, standard laboratory, fully equipped with modern facilities and doctors' consulting rooms, and a standby 7.5 kVA generating set for constant power supply. She has commissioned a number of such units in Abo, Sapele, Ughelli, Kwale, Ole, Koko, Eku, Patani, Otu Jeremy, Okwe and Iseluku General Hospitals, and still counting. In order to ascertain the viabilities of these centers, the Smart Delta team took a tour round the 3 senatorial districts to meet with these sickle cell warriors. It is heartwarming to report that both long-existing clients and new ones could not hold back their feelings as they expressed their gratitude for the huge relief brought to them by the establishment of the clinics. At Eku, Mrs. Helen Akbowe, a mother of 6, tells her story.
The children, every time, and they carry them to the hospital, leg they pain, blood they finish, not be small raise now they raise. But since when Mommy Okowa built this hospital, he helped me well.
Beyond the huge supports Dame Edith Okowa is giving to these sickle cell warriors to enable them live normal lives, her advocacy across the state has helped to reduce the myths, fears and agonies believed to be associated with the sickle cell disorder. Gloria Onyebuchi is one of such persons. She narrates her experiences.
I take her to go cut this time. I thought that is Ama in my own language. After cutting it again, the sickness still go on. We wanted to buy ordinary drug for chemist before the woman advised me to go and check her genotype. When we reached there now, the genotype said the baby is SS.
The awareness that the O5 initiative is doing is a good one, an excellent one at that, and which should be encouraged by all.
Defying the rains, the crew headed for Orerokwe and Sapele local government areas respectively. While in Okwe, we saw facilitators in the clinic declaring Operation Know Your Status Before Marriage campaign to promote the awareness.
We have been able to come across intending couples that visited our clinic. I happened to run their genotype and they came out to be AS. And they were even questioning the result. And I told them we can go anywhere and confirm it.
We really want to appreciate the First Lady for giving us this first-class equipment to use to detect and monitor sickle cell patients.
Sapele toed the path of Her Excellency Dame Edith Okowa as other women philanthropists teamed up with her to put smiles on the faces of the less privileged Deltans. One of them is the wife of the former Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, Mrs. Ejiro Igbuya, who single-handedly renovated and equipped a labor ward unit in Sapele General Hospital in support of Her Excellency's 05 initiative.
We are members of the House of Assembly. We are commissioners. We are in government house. SAs, SSAs, whatsoever that the Lord has done for you, the Lord is saying, go and do likewise to your neighbor.
Right in the heart of Ughelli South local government area at Otu Jeremy precisely, 22-year-old Blessing Onojeko, a graduate of zoology, speaks of her passion to becoming a nurse and touch lives like the First Lady is doing today. Her counterpart, Mr. Caleb Asset, a photographer, harped on the need to curb discrimination against these set of persons.
Well, I love the profession because these people, they tend to care for their patients more than doctors. And then I've seen so many of them passionate about their jobs. And I, in turn, want to pass that out as well.
I'm talking about discrimination against sickle cell warriors. I think the government, they have to at least set up a program to curb discrimination against sickle cell.
Kwale Clinic, situated in the heart of the town, caters for clients from Ndokwa East and West, Ukwani, and all far-flung riverine communities in Ndokwa land. The clinic stands out amongst other buildings in the hospital. Smart Delta crew was amazed at the agility and good life radiating around the sickle cell warriors. Here are what they have to say.
Mommy Okowa, I want to thank you so much for this support. The drugs is really helping us, and the encouragements have shown us that we can be what we want to be.
Through her, many people have begin to know about the awareness of sickle cell, that it does not kill. They live a normal life just like other people. As you can see, I'm doing very well with my baby.
Ajiri Ogene and Nkewashi Juliet also share their experiences from Abo and Ise local clinics, where they have benefited immensely.
I was discovered at the age of 5, but with proper information and education, I've been able to survive to now. I am married and I have a son who is 7 years old.
When I get pregnant to my baby, people say that, sickle cell, it cannot burn, this and this, so they always put blood in their body. But I say no, I know that the God that I'm serving will not let me down. I deliver my baby without operation, without drip, without blood.
With these success stories resonating from around the state, a large number of sickle cell survivors who have benefited from the intervention of Dame Edith Okowa are living a fulfilled life. Dame Okowa is optimistic that with the level of research and recent discoveries made in finding a cure, the disease would soon be fought to a halt.
Deltans, Governor Okowa is working, and we are saying it. God gave us a governor whose divine intervention in addressing the state's security, political and economic challenges is yielding good results for the benefits of all. This Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa-led administration from inception has awarded and built many schools, too numerous to mention, many roads across the 25 local government areas, construction of drainages, which is seriously tackling the flood challenges across the state, many hospitals with modern facilities and healthcare services. That is not all. Thousands of youths have been trained and empowered across the 3 senatorial districts of the state. Peace and security with democratic equity brought by this administration has restored our investors' confidence in Delta State. Deltans, let's support this administration for more democratic dividends.
As the First Lady who understands her place in the scheme of things in this present administration, Dame Edith Okowa has wittingly encouraged others to join forces with her to bring about hope and make the world better, changing lives one person at a time.
Somehow we began with the Agbo Clinic, and we went about reaching out to people whom we know could be able to be of help for us, because government is not financing this office. We met them, told them our dream, they bought into it, and we did. We invited people to open it. By the time we opened the Agbo Clinic, people were so impressed, so that it was like a call, come, do this same thing you did in Agbo, in the Central Hospital Agbo in my own local government area.
The orphanage homes across the states are on Dame Okowa's radar, as she has, at various occasions, attended to their needs. Beyond providing for them, she enjoys their company by identifying with them on her special days and during festive periods. It was during one of such occasional visits to the orphanage homes that she discovered the poor living environment of one of such homes, the City of David, Asaba.
When I was actually going on campaigns with my husband, somehow I went to an orphanage. When we got there that day, we wept because of the environment we saw these children. And I told God, this is the first thing I'm going to do when I come on board, that I will relocate these children from this place. By God's grace, we were sworn in, and the first thing I did was to relocate those children to a better accommodation where they stayed.
She was moved when she saw the situation of things as at that time. The number one thing Her Excellency did was to give a comfortable home. She furnished the new place to the teeth, even to matches.
Besides relocating the orphanage to a more decent and comfortable accommodation, she collaborated with telecom giant MTN Nigeria to equip their home. Far away in the hinterland of Ole, the administrative center of Isoko South local government area, where the main economic activity is food crop farming and some hunting, wife of the governor, Dame Edith Okowa, is taking steps to show bond of love across different divides.
Twice now, this World Orphan Day was actually being organized by Her Excellency. She gathered all the orphanages in Delta State and began to distribute foodstuffs and some other things for them. And because of the size of our home, we got a large size of those provisions.
All 38 registered orphanage homes in the state and several adopted families no doubt occupy a prime place in her heart and receive adequate care and support. This plays out during global and national programs such as World Sickle Cell Day, World Charity Day, World Orphans Day, Christmas celebrations, and other festive periods, and most especially the celebration of her birthdays. She has also supported hundreds of families with business skills, buying goods and giving financial grants. And so, Mrs. Detty Onwudinjo, a trader who hails from Imo State and married to a Deltan, was empowered by Her Excellency. Today, she has made a success of the business.
Absolutely nothing was in this shop until the first lady, the lady of my time, discovered me, gave me not only shop, and is that the bill that she gave me produce the other one that I called an extension.
Though the current economic indices make every form of charity and philanthropy challenging, yet passion and compassion for the less privileged has kept tugging at her consciousness, compelling her to do something to cushion the pains of this class of people. The story of Martha and Mary, twin sisters, readily brings one to tears.
We met Mommy in our secondary school. Mommy was our teacher. Our experience as orphans, it was very horrible, it was fearful, it was sad, but the presence of Mommy in our life made us to feel our parents less.
I cannot tell my success story without mentioning her name first. She's making me feel as if my biological parents are still alive. I don't miss them anymore because Mommy has taken over. She does all that a mother needs to do for a child.
The late Pastor Martin Oluwabi, who departed this world on the 11th day of September 2013 in a ghastly motor accident as they were going to Kogi State for burial of a member. Our first lady now, there wasn't first lady when it happened, but he came to visit. And he was there with the children, left something with the children. And since then, when became the first lady, she has been so good in supporting children in material things.
Because of our show of kindness and compassion to the needy, the less privileged and other disadvantaged in the society, especially women and children, through her humanitarian service on the platform of O5 Initiative, good-spirited individuals and groups throng her office to identify with her project. Among these are UNICEF, Bill and Melinda Gates, Ifeoma Okoba, and lots more.
I must commend you for taking on the issue of sickle cell head-on, which is one area that not so many people are talking about.
We want to be in collaboration in delivering the services to those centers, and we will stand in partnership with you.
Her supports are in diverse and remarkable ways. It is therefore not out of place for her to be singled out for the prestigious award of being the UNICEF Nutrition Ambassador for the state.
Your efforts have touched many lives. Thank you for making a difference. God bless you.
I want to really appreciate this position. I would have refused it if it does not have anything to do with what God has called me to do. So this is an additional call. And I tell you, I will not accept what I cannot do. As I'm standing talking to you and accepting this position, on the last day, it's going to be played on me.
Welcome to Delta State, the big heart. Come, live, invest, and explore the potentials of our Delta.
During her numerous visits to Delta communities in the course of her husband's campaign, she must have observed a lot of societal challenges that needed urgent attention. One of such areas is value orientation. And as an evangelist, she recognizes the power of prayer in changing things positively. As a result, she has been in the vanguard of organizing prayer sessions in communities prone to crime as a way of bringing youths to embrace the virtues of good values.
Think about your values and where these values will lead you to. Think ahead and do not wait for some major crisis or pain to come before God and think about your life.
Yes, that's the lady. She's not alone, she's here.
Mama Delta, as Mrs. Okowa is sometimes fondly called, epitomizes courage, tenacity of purpose, and dedication to duty. She is confident in her ability to carrying along all strata of Delta State women. In the last 2 years and a half, she has, at different occasions, organized events to mobilize women, bearing in mind the desire to deliver on the Pan-Delta mandate. Women Arise, a prayer group, a carryover from the immediate past administration and incorporated into the O5 initiative, is a non-denominational prayer circuit that has attracted Christian women from all walks of life in the state. The group meets periodically to pray for families, the state, and the nation at large. As an educator and known disciplinarian, she has mentored some women who have grown to hold important positions of responsibility in the state. This is a testimony to her selfless disposition and willingness to live and let live for the betterment of Delta people.
I am an evidence of those people she has mentored. She taught history in secondary school. Besides, she taught me in Marymount College.
Understanding her enormous responsibilities of walking and working beside her husband, the governor, to reposition the state to deliver on his policies for success, she has resorted to doing battle on her knees, petitioning God to endow her husband with wisdom to govern his people and bring about peace and prosperity to the land.
I am fulfilled as a mother, but that is not the end. St. Paul said, I press towards the mark. I have not arrived. Until Jesus calls me, I will keep doing what he has sent me to do.
With God on their side, she believes Delta State will witness unprecedented abundance in all spheres of governance in the next 4 years and beyond.